welcome to Andover High School for CTN's coverage of the Section 7-4A quarterfinal boys basketball game between the number 4 seeded Andover Huskies and the number 5 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joey and Howie Shapiro sidelines for today's game, and Howie, two teams that know each other very well. They split the regular season, and now the season on the line.
Well, Coach O'Gork from Coon Rapids said this is a perfect 4-5 matchup. You know, as you mentioned, they split the season, but these teams do know each other very well. They played them tough, in the two matchups that they had. They won the first one, lost the second one. So this is going to be an interesting contest because I think they match up really well.
Yeah, Marcel Winston had a great finish to his regular season, 27 points, 10 rebounds, also led the team in steals, but he's going to need more production to keep this team in a game against Andover.
Yeah, Andover's going to know that they have to keep Winston in check. Marshall Holland's going to have to step up. He averages a little over 12 points a game. They're going to need him to score here tonight if they have an opportunity to move on. He's going to be important here.
Yeah, and they're going to need many more members to step up as well. On the flip side of the coin, when the Cardinals beat the Andover Huskies, they were without their statistical leader in every category in Connor Knopfler.
Yeah, Connor's a really good player. He averages almost 16 points a game, almost 4 boards. But he's a catalyst on this team. And, you know, when I talked to Coach Ani, he said, it's really good that we have him back. They've won 3 out of the last 4 games. They feel they're playing their best basketball at this time of the year. It's going to be an interesting contest.
Yeah, great border battle between the Cardinals and the Huskies. The Section 7-4A quarterfinals start next on CTN.
Looking for a new home? Come to Coon Rapids. Down payment assistance is available from the Mortgage Assistance Foundation when you purchase your new home with an FHA 203K mortgage. Any single-family home in need of renovation or rehab can qualify. Find out more today. Call 763-767-6422 or visit the city's website.
We love our new home.
Back at Andover High School, home of the Huskies, Dave Amy getting some quality time with the Husky mascot. I love the gold scarf. Is that Howie the Husky?
I don't think so. I don't believe it is. I think it's Hank.
Hank?
Hank the Husky.
Could be Harriet.
It could be Harriet.
It is a big game for both teams as the postseason begins tonight. The Cardinals send Elijah McGrath, Sean Smith onto the court to start, along with Marcel Winston and Marshall Holland up front. Zach Hussein gets the start in the middle. Peyton Awney, Connor Knopfler, and Bradley Chastain, all guards. Mason Heath and Jake Millette up front for the Huskies.
Yeah, we talked in the opening. The Huskies, they feel that they're playing their best basketball game right now in this part of the season. And, you know, they want to come out here and they really want, I think their biggest key is take a look at head coach Matt Awney, is they don't want to turn the ball over. And more importantly, if they do turn the ball over, they cannot afford to let those turnovers lead to points. So they're going to be very cognizant of what holding on to that basketball, make sure they protect it here this evening.
I want to thank for the Andover staff here. So nice to us, and they did warn us that we will be in the midst of the section of the student section. We were warned at least twice, probably thrice. Unfortunately, too late to move to the far side where the parents are a bit more mellow. Cardinals fans, a small but dedicated crew.
Yeah, they're loud. They'll show their pride here tonight.
And we will be challenged and hoarse by the end. Andover wins the tip, but right to Hussein, takes it at the rim. He comes up short. The rebound there by Bradley Chastain, and quickly to the other end by Andover. That pass though out of the reach of Honey, and an early turnover on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, you know, obviously there's a little pregame jitters coming in here, little butterflies for both teams. As everybody knows, you lose, your season is over. So they want to go on to play Saturday in Chisago City.
In the post, Marcel goes to the baseline. Little jump shot won't go. Rebound again by Chastain. And he will bring it up court.
Andover loves to shoot the three. The Cardinals defensively are going to have to be aware of that. Those open looks from beyond the arc.
Awney working against Smith, backs out. Rotate to the corner for Knopfler. McGrath defending. Little crossover, gets into the paint. Good height on the jump shot, and he knocks it down.
Well, the Huskies, they score first here in this all-important game.
16-footer rattles around but comes off the rim for Hussein. Heath the rebound, and quickly to the other end go the Huskies. A little pull-up fadeaway by Chastain didn't go, but he tracks down the rebound back in the corner. Across the three-pointer for Millette. That's off the rim, and a foul easy to call for Peyton Awney.
Yeah, on the back. And again, you know, limit opportunities. I know Coach O'Gork said, you know, if they miss that shot, we defensively have to get that rebound. We can't give them a second or third chance to score.
Smith working left side against Awney. Holland, little pump fake. Back to Smith in the corner. Into the post for Winston. Forces it through the double team and then gets it right back. That one knocked out of his hand, right to Elijah Smith. He doesn't get it, but Holland able to cash in off the boards on the backside.
Yeah, nice job by Marshall Holland just to stay with that. Make sure, again, Coon Rapids wasn't going to come away empty on that possession.
Knopfler to the other end. Awney for three from the corner. It's good.
Yeah, and that's what they like to do. They shot over 60% from three in that game, in that win over Coon Rapids the last time these two teams played. You know, I watched Awney in warm-ups. Boy, he was hitting them from outside.
Elijah McGrath will put it on the floor. Lost the handle. Coming up with it is Millette. Awney holds, pivots, gets it to Heath. Heath looking back to Awney in the corner. He'll drive baseline, kick it out, rotate, pump fake for Heath. Back into the corner, Chastain for three, and that's good.
Yeah, again, that's really what's hurt Coon Rapids this year when they played Andover is that shot from the out beyond the arc. And again, they've dropped a couple here so far. Cardinals certainly cannot afford to fall
Winston
far
head
behind.
fake, gets to the free throw line and hits the jumper.
He's so smooth.
Needs to get going early.
Does.
If the Cardinals are to have a chance. Knopfler backs away from Winston, cross court, tough grab for Millette, but he comes down with it. Chastain, how is that not an up and down? Somehow came back down with it, maintains possession for Andover. Heath will put it on the floor, stripped by Holland. Holland to Winston as they cross midcourt, sets up left side, takes Knopfler back to the lane, kicks it out for McGrath. On the floor, hands off for Hussein, and he'll bring it back up top. Sean Smith left side for Marshall Holland. Back around, McGrath looks at the rim. Down low to Holland in the post, poked away by Millette, recovered by Chastain. And Knopfler pushes it up court. Heath underneath, and he scores. 10-4, Andover.
Yeah, a fast break, couple of points for Andover. Did a nice job of finding Heath underneath.
Three-pointer for Holland. Off and out.
Yeah, Hussein.
And Hussein, an easy foul to call the other way as Millette had position. And an early timeout for the Cardinals, trailing by 6.
Well, it's probably a good timeout for Coon Rapids. You know, they've got to make some adjustments on defense a little bit, I think, and just be able to give the offense of Andover a little more trouble here. But they have to be concerned, certainly, of that outside game. One thing that I know that Coach Joe wanted to do is start strong here today, and so far haven't been able to do that. start strong, and he wants to outwork the Huskies here. Felt that they were outworked in that last contest.
Knopfler will slowly bring it up court against Marcel Winston. Left side for Chastain. Shai Sayers into the game for the Cardinals out of the timeout. Millette rather, kicks it back up top for Ani. Working against Sean Smith. Rotate to Chastain, driving for the lane, kicks it out. Ani steps in, got trapped, tied up by Marshall Harlan. Possession arrow favors the Huskies.
Well, we saw a tie-up and a steal from Marshall so far early in this game. So again, defense plays a big part here for Coon Rapids.
Tip on the inbound by Hussein, recovered by Sayers. Hussein on the run. Holland scores on the fast break.
Well, they needed that. They needed a good bucket. Now they want to get another stop here defensively.
Ani back up top. Knopfler to Heath. Pump fake, gets around Winston over the defense of Holland, and a good jump shot for Mason Heath.
Yeah, Mason Heath does a nice job of just stepping up and creating an opportunity for himself. And drops that little short one.
Jelly Dog works his way down low, and Smith scores down underneath to make it a 4-point game.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Arnie's not liking that defensive effort there, letting Smith underneath like that.
Sean Smith had 9 points in that season finale win. Good rebound by Millette underneath. And he is fouled.
Well, it's just the Cardinals not boxing out defensively. I think Millette underneath there getting that rebound.
Millette hits them both. 14-6. Just about 6 minutes into this half.
Always important to hit those free throws.
Holland looked at the rim, drives baseline instead, and scores, taking Millette out underneath as he does so.
That's 6 points for Marshall here early on. And again, just a nice drive to the basket.
Knopfler blocked by Holland. Winston to Sayers, to the corner. Pump fake and a travel by Marshall Holland. He's on a roll. He hit a big basket at one end, came back, made a great defensive play, and the feet got a little quick. 14-10 the lead for Andover. Hussein got a piece of that. Heath able to recover. Back to Knopfler into the front court. Ball tipped away by Sayers, recovered by Smith.
Yeah, again, quick hands by Shai Sayers.
Into the middle, Winston can't get that to go. Good rebound by Hussein. Went up, came back down with it after it was partially blocked. Holland from forever away. That tipped and recovered by Hartle.
Yeah, you could tell off the hand that was going to be short. But Holland has that ability to hit from there.
Heath wants three. Hard off the back iron, long rebound to Hussein, and he's fouled by Knopfler from behind.
That'd be Knopfler's first, team second.
Holland sending it over the top. Hussein couldn't recover, bounces around along the baseline, recovered by Hartle. Knopfler will work up the right wing. Into traffic, in some trouble. Cardinal fans calling for the travel. It won't come.
It should have been called.
That's two very questionable ones that have kept Andover in possession early in this half, and it leads to a big three-pointer from Mason Heath.
Yeah, and again, just doing a nice job from outside the arc, and especially after an opportunity where they most likely should have given the ball up.
Sayers trying to look underneath, and a little miscommunication. An easy steal by Heath. Hartle will give it back to him, push it ahead on the left side for Matthew Brodeur. Heath puts it on the floor, splits a couple of defenders, rolls it over the top, and makes it a 9-point advantage for the home squad.
Yeah, just a really nice, strong move. Heath down the middle. Just powering up and muscling it in.
Smith to Holland, Sayers for three. That rattles around and out, and three black jerseys underneath. No chance for Hussein, but Sayers comes up with the steal. Stolen right back, though, by Brodeur. Knopfler on the run into the corner. Hartle for three, and he's got one. 4 3-pointers from 4 different players for the Huskies, and they lead 22-10 midway through this first half.
Yeah, they're just shooting the lights out from beyond the arc, and we talked about that in the opening. The Cardinals' trouble was falling to that three in that last matchup, the shooting of about 63% from outside the arc, and they're continuing that here as a number of different Husky players are dropping them from way out.
Make that 8 quick points on 3 baskets over the last minute has really stretched that lead.
Well, if you haven't checked us out on Twitter, what are you waiting for? Make sure you do it of course it's not live, so they'll do it after the game, but make sure you follow us on Twitter. I was thinking I'm so used to being live, Joey, that.
Well, I'm glad we are both live.
Yeah, well, yes, that would be a good thing.
To tape.
Live to tape.
Marcel Winston will bring it up court for the Cardinals. Trying to get it into Holland. It was tipped away, recovered by McGrath, though. Good hand by Heath on the defensive end. Smith working against Hartle, right side. Up top, Holland bobbled it. Recovers into the high post, and McGrath traveled.
Well, the quick start that Coach O was hoping for certainly has not happened here this evening.
Knopfler kicks it out to Millette. Working against Holland, gets around and back to Knopfler high on the left side. Brodeur inside, back out. Millette wants 3. He won't get it. The rebound by Winston. Pushes it right side for Smith. Pull-up jumper is short. Rebound by Holland, stripped underneath. Knocked away out of bounds. And it'll be Andover ball.
Again, Holland underneath loses control of the basketball as he's trying to make something happen. And Cardinals again with a turnover.
Knopfler left side, McGrath trying to get in there, and he did. He knocked it out, but off of Brodeur. Great hustle by Elijah McGrath.
Oh, we talked about Elijah McGrath with Coach O at the end of the game against Irondale in that win, and he just hustles, and he's unselfish player and works hard for his team.
McGrath on the left wing, hands it off to Holland. Winston now against Brodeur, into Braden Farley in the corner. Back to Winston. Right side for Smith. They caught Marshall Holland when he did a little up and down.
Yeah. They caught that one. They saw that one.
Knopfler across midcourt. Back to the middle, pulls up, lost the handle, tipped around, recovered by Winston. Over the top for Farley on the run. He had his pocket picked by Chastain. Chastain stops, he'll pop, but he won't drop. Rebound recovered by Matt Brodeur.
Again, just way too many turnovers in this first half for Coon Rapids. And, you know, the thing is, the last two haven't led to points, and that's the fortunate thing, but how much can you slow that down?
Is off the mark. Good effort by Smith. Hartle drove the lane, and Smith knocked it clean away from Brady Garcia, who looked to have the rebound.
I mean,
but Andover will keep possession.
You have some moments defensively for Coon Rapids that they've played well, but the unfortunate part is they're just they've fallen behind by a dozen. Again, we talked about, I think they were down by 15 at the break the last time these two teams played. You can't keep digging out those kind of holes if you want to win a game.
Brodeur didn't pull the trigger, but he had all kinds of room to look at it. Instead, Chastain knocks it down from the top of the key.
Yeah, Chastain gets the start here tonight because of injury.
Look underneath to Hussein, but the block by Heath. Recovered by Garcia, and up court come the Huskies. Awney into the middle. His shot is well off the mark. Hussein lost the handle, but it bounced right back to him. Kind of put it into some feet. It was fortunate it bounced right back into his abdomen, and that pass out of the hand of Braden Farley, and another timeout for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Coach Ogoric has to be so frustrated at this point. 5:35 remaining in this first half, a 25-10 lead for the Huskies, and you know, this game has started out exactly how Andover has wanted it to, and they've controlled, they've turned Coon Rapids over, they've been able to build a big lead. And so with 5.5 minutes in the break, it's just it's been all Andover.
Andover's only scored once since the last timeout,
right.
So it was a span of about three and a half minutes that Andover only had the one basket, but in between there, the Cardinals had zero.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, you
had several turnovers.
Right. Like I was mentioning, fortunately those turnovers didn't directly lead to points, but you're not scoring on your end.
Six three-pointers, so 18 of the Huskies' 25 points from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they definitely have been able to hit from beyond that arc tonight. It's really obviously helped them develop and build this big lead.
Excuse me, 5 three-pointers, but still, 15 of their 25.
Yeah, have been from beyond the arc.
Awney thought about putting up another one. Chastain to the middle, out for Brodeur. Into the high post, into traffic, kicks it out to Awney. Awney steps in, trying to get it to Heath, knocked away by Farley, and Smith going the other way for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Awney just forced that one.
Farley from the corner, that's short. Rebound by Chastain.
Again, another turnover for Coon Rapids, but they don't lead to any points.
Awney's pass taken away by McGrath. McGrath on the run, has Smith with him. Gets it to Smith. He can't get it to fall, but does draw the foul and appears unfazed by the hard trip to the floor.
That's Ani's second personal, team third.
Another look at it as Smith's feet basically taken out from under him as he was going to the hole. Husky fans definitely not going to make it easy for him at the line. He is able to at least get one of the two.
Well, then now defensively, Cardinals have to just get some stops here towards the end of this half. They're pressuring.
Knopfler to Heath, into the corner, Millette, and then Brodeur, and gets it back to Millette. Back up top to Knopfler, and Chastain will swing it left side. Heath to the baseline, kicks it out, Knopfler. Into the corner, Brodeur's three is well off the mark. The rebound out of bounds to the Cardinals. As both Winston and Chastain battling for that one.
Well, Joe, you mentioned it. You mentioned the fact that really Andover hasn't been scoring here in the last number of minutes, but it really hasn't mattered in terms of where the score has been sitting.
Farley to the high post for Holland. Puts it on the floor against Heath. Faked him out of his shoes, scored the basket, plus the foul.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a pretty move by Marshall Holland. Takes Heath deep, completely spins him around, and then hits off the glass underneath.
Yeah, again, it's very pretty. Yeah, you did. You're right. He faked him out of his shoes here.
And he's able to complete the three-point play.
He has 9 of the 14 points for Coon Rapids.
Huskies in no hurry to do anything. They've got plenty of time to be patient. Heath driving and draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Marcel Winston will pick it up.
Yeah, it's his first, just the third team foul on Coon Rapids here in this first half.
There's plenty of traffic there, and McGrath felt pretty adamant that he got all ball, and he did. It was Winston on the backside. Heath hits them both. A little less than 3.5 to play in the half. Right side for Farley. Up top, Marshall Holland. Holland again, hands off for Farley. Up top, Winston, and now Smith. Holland dumps it underneath. McGrath all alone for the basket.
Well, you know, if they can continue to chip away at this lead and go down by less than double digits here at the break, I think that's going to be a win for Coon Rapids. It's just a matter of continue to get stops on defense.
Brodeur with a wide open lane, kicks it back out. All kinds of room for Chastain. He's got 3, and the Huskies have 6 three-pointers in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, they do such a nice job of moving the ball around the perimeter, and then, you know, you catch them without a defender.
Smith's fadeaway won't go. Smith's going to end up for the foul, taking out Millette's feet.
Yeah, and, you know, Smith really was, I don't think he could have done too much about that. He was on the floor. Millette fell over the top of him.
Knopfler had it poked away by Smith, recovered by Chastain. It's trailed by Farley, left side for Millette. into the corner, tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with Andover.
Ray Gordon coming in for Coon Rapids, his first action of the evening.
Chastain going right at Gordon. Push back out, Brodeur. Millette down low. Heath scores with the left hand.
Did a really nice job of finding Heath underneath. I mean, again, just a real nice assist.
He's got 13. Foul on the three-pointer, and Smith is going to go to the line.
Yeah, and Chastain felt that that Smith pushed off to create space. Team fifth, his first.
Smith hits the first. This is a big trip for him. Misses number two, still a chance to pick up a pair. Smith able to get 2 of 3. Still a 14-point lead for the Huskies as we tick toward the final 90 seconds of the first half. Knopfler into the front court for Heath, guarded by Winston. Back to Knopfler in the corner. He'll take one from 3. Won't go. Holland the rebound. And Winston back to the other end. Holland from way downtown, well off the mark. Brodeur on the run. Drops it off for Knopfler to the corner. Heath pumps, moves, dishes to Brodeur to the baseline. Comes up short, rebound out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Again, you have to be so concerned with that perimeter shooting that you have the tendency to open up things underneath, and that's what Andover's been finding a little bit here tonight, is looks down low and able to convert them.
.45 seconds remain. Smith working against Chastain. They clear out that side. He takes it right at him. Shot comes up short. Smith the second opportunity. Holland then, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Heath disagrees. Clock stops with exactly 30 seconds left.
Yeah, so an opportunity now for Holland to see if he can get a couple of points here. Cardinals trail by 14.
And Holland is able to hit them both. Full court pressure, timeout Andover, as Knopfler was boxed in the corner.
Yeah, again, good trapping defense by the Cardinals to again try and get a turnover here. With down by 12, they would obviously love to get within double digits if possible, within or less than. Down by 12 at this point with 26 seconds remaining in the half.
A great perimeter shooting first half for Andover.
Yeah, 6 threes, I believe. Isn't that what it is? 6
now,
threes
yes.
from the outside. Okay.
So a little more than half of their offense coming from downtown. And exactly the position they wanted to be in going into the half of this quarterfinal.
Yeah, it couldn't have played out better for the Huskies than it has here in the first half.
Knopfler pressured, gets it to Chastain, back to Knopfler. Up court, pump fake and basket for Hartle underneath.
Yeah, and then I mean that's something you cannot give up. If you're Coon Rapids.
Driving is Holland, no basket, offensive foul. Great job stepping up to take the charge by Jake Millett. And so now Andover with a chance at the last shot. A little more than 5 seconds left, is driving the entire length was Knopfler, and it is barely rolled off. Gordon fired it up, but after the buzzer. And we'll go to the locker room with Andover in control, 34-20. We'll take a short break and get some halftime reaction. After this, you're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A boys basketball quarterfinal.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Welcome back to Andover High School. You're watching CTN's presentation of boys Section 7 4A basketball. We're at the break, 34-20 lead for Andover. I'm here with the Cardinal head coach, Micah Gork, and we talked about a few things, Coach, and we talked about you wanted to get to a fast start and you got to prevent their threes. It worked in their favor in that first half.
Absolutely. We had a lot of opportunities early on inside. We're missing them. And then whenever they're out, they hit them. You know, part of a couple defensive breakdowns, and part of it is, you know, they get hit. You know, we're trying to protect the paint. They're getting by, they're driving through, kicking it out, and they're nailing everything. And so for us, it's, you know, we got to get back in this. How are we going to get back in this? We got to play defense. We got to, you know, you got to clean up when they miss. We've been okay with that, a couple opportunities for them. And we got to finish inside. We got to make the free throws when we're there. We got to be aggressive. 20 points and a half is not good enough. On pace to score 40 is not going to win anything. It's not going to win. Plain and simple. So we got to get it in there, and we got to finish.
Understand, Coach. Go talk to your guys. We're going to take a quick break and move back to talk about the stats and highlights from the first half right after this.
I'm a single mother, and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, you know. My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Back at Andover High School, the Huskies so far having their way with the Cardinals in this section quarterfinal. 34-20, the lead for the home squad. We talked about Connor Knopfler coming into the game. He had that first basket. It looked very pretty. It was a nice, smooth jump shot. The only points he had for the home team. They did all of their damage from outside. 4 different guys hitting from beyond the arc. Chastain did it 3 times. Marcel Winston for the Cardinals held to just 2 points in the first half. Sean Smith picking up some slack, finished with 5. Marshall Holland had 11 points. Cardinal defense was pretty solid. But Mason Heath leading all scorers with 13, and his team has got the most important numbers, a 34-20 lead.
Well, you know, the thing that Coach Joe talked about is that we have to finish. We're not finishing, and we're not going to win a basketball game scoring 40 points, and he's so correct. And, you know, digging out of that hole. I wanted to ask him a little bit more, Joe, but, you know, he wanted to get back to the locker room, but digging out of that hole is the important thing for Coon Rapids as they come back to start the second half.
There's only 18 more guaranteed minutes of basketball in this season for one of these teams. We'll find out which advances to Saturday's semifinal round. Second half action coming up next on CTN.
Got a quarter?
Welcome back to Andover High School, where you're watching CTN's presentation of 7-4A section basketball. I'm here with head coach Andover, Matt Awney. And coach, you're up 34-20 at the break. Everything really worked well for you, I thought, in that first half. You shot well from the perimeter, and you found a little bit of an inside game as well.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with where we're at, and we're pretty nervous that the heat is going to come right now. So we know it's going to come. If we take care of the ball, that's the number one thing we've got to do. And we've got to continue. We've got to be aggressive. And if we become passive, they're going to take it to us here in the second half. So be aggressive.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. I'm going to throw it up to my broadcast partner, Joe Young. Joe, I'll be back to join you in a second.
Well, thank you, Howie. That was smooth. And now is the time I can talk, and you may not be able to hear me. But an impressive first half for the Andover Huskies. Again, 6 3-pointers. A great game for Mason Heath thus far. And some strong outside shooting from the entire roster, but most impressively by Brad Chasteen, who has hit 3 from beyond the arc.
You know, we talked to Coach Awney, and staying aggressive is important for this club. You know, they've got a 14-point lead, Joe, but they're not going to sit on it. They're going to rest on it. They're going to continue to press. They're going to pressure. They're going to try and build this lead again, and they're going to try and just end this here early if they can. Now it's time to stand up again, since we're stuck
in the game on
in the student section.
We were warned. Cardinals with the first possession, and they've got to get something going right away. Shai Sayers on the left side. Marshall Holland, little pump left side for Hussein. Rotate to Sayers. And back around. Winston in the low post. Draws some pressure, kicks it out to Holland. He'll step in, try to get it back to Marcel. Able to tip it over to Smith. Baseline jump shot won't go. Holland's going to get the rebound. No, they're going to call the foul on the shot. I thought he...
There we are, right in the middle of the student section.
They're taller than I am.
Most people are. There you go.
Hi.
Now you're taller than I am.
There's a first. Holland able to hit 1 and 2. Smith with a steal on the long pass. Drives to the other end, back to Sayers. Sayers into the paint. Trying to go over the top, battered away by Millette. Quickly to the other end, but missing is Knopfler. Winston right back the other way for the Cardinals. Pass goes through the hands of Hussein, but out off of Awney, so it'll be Coon Rapids ball.
You know, you talked at the break about how Marcel only had 2 points. If the Cardinals are going to win here this evening, he's one of the players that has to step up and start scoring. You know, it's easy for me to say standing here, but he's one of their catalysts. He's their leading scorer.
Here he is in the low post, trying to get into the lane. He's fouled before the shot. Smith inbounds to Winston on the baseline, turns and shoots over the top. That one tipped away by Hussein momentarily, but Millett able to recover. Chastain draws the double team, splits the defenders, and turned right back into Shai Sayers, and Sayers guilty of the infraction.
That'll be his second, team first here in the second half.
Knopfler steps in between some defenders, shoots high off the glass and misses the mark. Hussein the rebound, Sayers on the run. Smith to the baseline, underneath, and gets the foul on Millett on the backside. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Again, I mean, those are things the Cardinals need to do. They have to stay aggressive, first and foremost, and they have to create opportunities for themselves, and you see it there. John Smith driving to the lane, creating an opportunity, trying to earn him from the stripe.
Able to hit the first. Second one won't go, but Holland has the rebound, trying to get it to Hussein. Hussein not ready for it. It's a turnover by the Cardinals. Great rebound, though, by Marshall Holland.
Holland's had a nice game here. He has 12 points.
Knopfler into the front court, stops up, leaves it back for Chastain, and now Heath on the left side. Double team comes, he leans through, ball poked free, he's on the floor, kicks it to Millett, around to Awney in the corner. He hits the three.
And that's what they were doing in that first half, is they're moving the ball around the perimeter, finding that open spot from outside the arc. And we talked about 6 in that first half here, 1 now in the second.
Dish down low. And good body control by Hussein to avoid the charges. Heath was underneath, looking to draw contact. Tipped away out of bounds by Winston.
Well, at this point in the game, it's all about defense for Coon Rapids. It's all about forcing turnovers. All about limiting opportunities for the Huskies.
Millett back to Heath. Down low. In close for the basket for Knopfler.
Definitely cannot trade baskets here with this ball club.
Smith going to the lane. The foul called against Heath, or not, against Millett. That's number 3 against Millett.
That's already the 4th team foul on the Huskies.
Smith able to hit the first. And he hits them both.
Again, important to hit from the stripe.
Heath splits a couple of defenders. He's fouled by Holland long before getting to the lane.
That'll be Marshall's second, team second.
Not very many fouls in the first half at all.
No.
And kind of a quick start to the foul situation here in the second. Knopfler found a little room. The shot wouldn't go. Garcia battles for the rebound. His chance wouldn't go. Third chance will, as Garcia scores, winning the battle underneath.
Yeah, you got to win those battles. You can't give them 3 opportunities to score a bucket, especially when you're trailing by this much.
Oh. Driving is Holland. Foul. Oh, he stepped on it.
I mean, again, look at the hustle and look at the effort. Misses the first one and stays with it.
Three-pointer this time off the mark at the other end.
They call Sayers.
Foul's going to be called on Shai Sayers.
His third. Reese Mon will take his place.
15-point lead for Andover, 14:22 to play. Winner moves on to Saturday's semifinal. Three-point opportunity for Chastain won't go. Mon has the rebound. Smith into the front court, watched by Ani high on the right side. Down low for McGrath, working against Garcia, blocked. Heath recovers, and Knopfler will get it back to Heath into the front court. Into the corner for Ani. That pass didn't have enough on it. McGrath comes up with the steal to the other end. Mon got the foul. It's going to go against Chastain. Got him up in the air.
That's his third. 15 foul for the Huskies.
He will come out. Matt Brodeur takes his place. Pull-up jumper is good for Marcel Winston. Travel called on Heath.
A good defense there by the Cardinals to force him into that travel.
Hartle back into the game, replaces Ani for Andover. Cardinals back on offense. McGrath back to Winston. Will step just inside the line. The shot is short. Knopfler the rebound. Quickly down court to Brodeur, trying to kick it back and didn't have what he wanted on the pass. That pass doesn't sneak through. It's out of play. It'll be Coon Rapids ball.
Well, Joe, there's plenty of time left in this ball game. A little less than 13 minutes. And the Cardinals will be getting some stops here. They just have to get some points.
Winston in the post, gets underneath the bucket and the foul. Spun past Brodeur in a hurry and a chance for a three-point play.
That's the sixth team foul on the Huskies.
Winston can't get the extra point. Rebound tip to Knopfler. Heath front court, and Howland's going to get the foul for the bump on Garcia.
It'll be his third. Team fourth.
Mon got a finger in on it. Heath gets it back to Brodeur. Gets between a couple of defenders. Pass goes out off of Garcia. Shot the pass right between his legs. Turnover back to the Cardinals.
Again, turnovers must lead to points.
Marshall Holland will turn and face up against Heath. McGrath now runs right side. Back up top to Jelly Dog, Mon, and now Holland in the left corner. Low post for Winston, trying to get in. Deflected, pushed away by Knopfler. This one's going to go out off of the foot. Wow. Going to go. I disagree. This one went off the foot of Marshall Holland.
Yeah, it did.
They're discussing it.
Oh, they're going to change it.
Call is changed, and I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I agree.
Brodeur, right side for Heath. Into the middle, kicks it back to the corner. Three-pointer for Hartle won't go. Knopfler tracks down the long rebound. Steps up, 17-footer is good.
Now you give a good team a second opportunity, they make it pay. Knopfler doing a nice job of hitting that soft little jumper.
Well, he's so good at getting height on his jump, and he can see the rim. Marshall Holland down low has the answer. Heath into the front court, ahead for Hartle, back out. Brodeur left side for Heath. Double team comes, dribbles through it to the lane. He gets the foul. Will go to the line and shoot two.
Oh, there's one on Jelly Dog. That'll be his second. The fifth team foul on the Cardinals here.
Heath's strong night continues. That's his first points, though, of this second half.
He's got 14.
Second one rolls across the top. The rebound by Holland. Cardinals back on the attack. Smith working against Hartle underneath. Gets the reverse to go.
Nice job there, just staying with it. Now lead is 10.
Heath kicks it back to Knopfler. Underneath Garcia. Backdoor big block by Marcel Winston.
I thought
but he apparently was touching the ball out of bounds. The ball touched him.
Looked like an easy two, but Winston gets a hand on it.
Great block by Marcel Winston. Yeah, it goes off his head or his shoulder when he was already planted out of bounds. That one kicked by Hussein. Very active is the top guy in that 1-3-1 defense. Knopfler putting it on the floor around Winston. Pass out of the reach of Garcia. And the Huskies turn it back over.
Again, you know, you don't give up. You continue to fight and you continue to pressure, and good things will happen to you. They'll force turnovers, you'll get turnovers, and Cardinals just need to run their offense.
Pass to Smith down low.
He walked.
And he traveled. Trying to get back to that reverse again. Brodeur to Knopfler, ahead for Heath into the front court. Mon tried to pick his pocket. Gets it back now to Brodeur. Down low, Garcia will take the shot. Off the glass, wouldn't go. Severson the rebound and pushes it ahead for the Cardinals. Nice head fake by Marcel. Drives Brodeur back to the basket. Big block by Garcia on Hussein's second chance. Brodeur to the corner. Three-pointer for Hartle. Long rebound to the other side. Heath tips it back to Knopfler.
Yeah, great hustle by Heath just to keep it in play, keep it in possession of his squad.
Brodeur back to Knopfler, steps up, pass is picked off by Mon. Left side is Winston. Drives and scores.
The lead is 8.
Heath all the way to the other end, and a foul's going to be called against Heath. Good position by Sean Jelly-Dog Smith.
Yeah, Smith did a really nice job of defensively just holding his own, staying position. Now this is going to force the Huskies, who at one time had a 15-point lead. 16? One point had a 16-point lead, and now we see it at 8.
Did you learn the Huskies' name while you were down there?
The Husky mascot wouldn't tell me. I asked.
Husky mascot not allowed to talk?
Apparently not. I said, "Is your name Ruff?" But the Husky and Dave Emmy are becoming close friends.
Well, they're the only ones allowed. They're the only ones given access to that baseline over there.
I got a little time in with Husky. There, look at there we go.
They're back.
They're back. Fast friends.
What?
Thick as thieves.
Dave finally found someone his size.
Or actually, he's a little taller then. So Dave's got to feel pretty good about that.
So Coon Rapids has cut the deficit back within single digits at 8. They have possession as we reach the midway point of this second half. Screen there from Hussein. Winston continues to drive. Shot is short. Knopfler the rebound and quickly to the other end. Cross court tipped away by Mon. And out of bounds. He wanted to get it to Ani in the corner. Heath will inbound from right in front of his own bench. Knopfler up top for Chastain.
And the Huskies would be just happy moving the ball around the perimeter, taking time off the clock.
Exactly what they're doing, and finally Knopfler will take the shot. It's off the mark, and Holland has the rebound. Winston backs away, tried to get Knopfler on the crossover and couldn't get past it.
Oh,
Good
nice
look
feed
to Jelly Dog, and he delivers underneath.
What a nice feed from Reese Mon.
It's 12 points for Sean Smith.
That one's going to go against Mon.
The last foul they give. Yep. Everybody's in the bonus from here on out. 7:42 to play, second half. Heath will take the three from the corner off the mark. Punch to center by Ani. Kept in by Chastain in the corner. And another chance for Andover. Good effort by Ani, really, to punch that one all the way to the backcourt. Chastain steps up, kicks out. Knopfler to Chastain for three. This one won't fall. Ani trying to save in the corner and does off of Winston.
Yeah, again, just an aggressive play by Ani. He's a smart play. Realized that ball was going out of bounds. He wasn't going to be able to save it. And just to throw off Coon Rapids to keep possession for the Huskies.
Chastain inbounds for Heath. Cross to Knopfler, steps up into the corner. Ani for three. This one won't go. Holland another rebound. What a great hand by Millette. And then the foul is going to go against Elijah McGrath. I don't know how Jake Millette could have possibly seen that pass coming, but he got a hand in the lane. Gets the steal and then draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, smartly.
It's off the mark, the rebound by Holland. So it's all for naught, but still a great play by Heath. Gave him an opportunity at the charity strike. Smith into Holland in the post. Underneath, Winston scores backdoor. It's a 4-point deficit.
There's no quit in this Cardinals squad. They were down by 14 at the break. Able to chip away at this lead.
Back to being anybody's game in the Cardinal fan section coming to life here. Cardinals, Andover's fan section chewing on their nails a little bit here.
A little bit. You know, it was easy going for them for a while. But now, thanks to some nice aggressive play for Coon Rapids, some good opportunities. They're down only by 4.
Three-point look does not go for Chastain. The rebound by Winston. Live by the 3, die by the 3.
Oh,
the perimeter shooting not as accurate here in the second half. Smith gets all the way around Chastain and scores, and it's a one-possession game.
Well, defensively, you cannot let that happen if you're Andover. You cannot let him gain the lane like that.
Three-pointer for Ani, in and out. Knopfler, the rebound, gets the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. But more importantly, that's Marshall Holland picking up number 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big foul on Marshall. We'll see if they take him out here. I know Hussein's coming in. We'll see who he goes in for.
Knopfler, it's nothing but that first time. Second one rattles around and out. Hussein the rebound. Lead is 3 for Andover. And now this Husky crowd starting to get loud, cheering on their defense, protecting that once giant and now slim lead. Smith kicks it back out. Winston head fake back to Smith. On the floor, working against Chastain, back up top for Winston. Gets the screen, will step back, 17-footer, partially blocked. Hussein got that rebound somehow from behind Millett, and then a travel by Reese-Mon.
Oh, tough turnover for the Cardinals here, just trailing by 3 with 5:03. And again, you cannot afford to turn the ball over in that situation, and a walk by Mon. He's going to give the Huskies back the basketball.
Three-point lead. Heath will step up, try to kick it back, and does as Knopfler comes across midcourt. Chastain and Knopfler will play catch up top. Now Mason Heath turns into Smith, turns away from Hussein, down low to Millett. Millett out of the corner, back to Heath, into the other corner for Ani. Cross court, Knopfler, nice little pump fake, steps inside, back out. Chastain thought about it. They rotate to Ani instead. Three-pointer won't go. Knopfler right there to tip it home.
Yeah, then you let Knopfler right down the lane to get that rebound. Got to make sure you fight for that rebound if you're Coon Rapids. Leads now 5 for the Huskies.
Winston to McGrath, left-hander, tipped home by Hussein. Ani, cross court, picked off by Winston. Some of the fan in the crowd behind us arguing that should have been basket interference by Hussein on that last trip down court, and I'm not so sure they are incorrect. This one finally out off of Hussein, so Andover ball with the three-point lead.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that fact. I think it was in the cylinder when he tipped it. I'd like to see that replay. It looked to me like it went off an Andover player on that last one, but
Heath trying to split a couple of defenders, draws the foul, will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
Call that on Hussein. I don't know, they're going to call it on McGrath. That'll be his second.
team's ninth, so double bonus now for Andover the rest of the way. Big three-point or free throws for Mason Heath. Just 1 point in the second half, and that drought will continue. Long rebound by Holland. McGrath to Winston and back to McGrath. Steps inside underneath for Hussein. Able to recover and make the basket.
Nice job by Zach Hussein to stay with it. We got a 1 point basketball game.
Heath gets it to Chasteen. Timeout by Andover.
Well, Joe, what appeared to be a really tough situation for Coon Rapids at the break, down by 14. They've hustled, they've scrapped, and they've clawed their way back into this basketball game, trailing by a point with 3:15 remaining. A nice crowd here tonight for this section game. Of course, we talked about we're in the midst of the student section.
A lot of tense faces over here as well.
Yeah.
On both sides, of course, parents a little more relaxed, but also tense. They don't want to see their kids' seasons come to an end either. They'd like a trip to Chisago on Saturday.
Of course. You never want your season to end, obviously.
Well, the Huskies, and we haven't really touched on this all game long, the Huskies, a team that went to state.
They did.
Section champions a year ago, and they did it as the number 7 seed in this section last year.
Yeah, and that's a game I know that left a bad taste in the Cardinals' mouth from a year ago, and they wanted to come back and get some revenge. And as you mentioned, at this point, it's anybody's ball game.
A big steal by Hussein. Winston is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Is that Ani?
Yep, that's number 4.
Yeah. No, number 3.
My bad. Biggest free throws so far is Winston has an opportunity to put his Cardinals in the lead. He's not going to be able to do it. Winston able to hit the second and tie this ball game up. Ball comes down to the final 3 minutes to see who makes it to section semifinals. Pull-up jumper is good, plus the foul. He'll go to the line with a 3-point opportunity. He's been very quiet so far in this second half.
Well, he has, I believe, is at 16 points. He had a really nice first half. As you mentioned, quiet here, but big basket right there and an opportunity for a 3-point play coming up here.
Extra opportunities off the mark. McGrath has the rebound. And the lead is 2 for Andover. Winston kicks it back out to Smith. To Winston on the right side. On the floor, trying a little pick and roll with Hussein. Hussein, no chance to get back to the basket, trying to force that pass underneath. Stolen by Heath. He's fouled and will go back to the line and shoot a couple more.
Yeah, they're going to call that one on Hussein. Be his second. Now these are big free throws here. Puts them to a 3-point lead.
That one rolls around but stays out. McGrath cross court. Smith able to get back to it, a little high for him. Spin by Hussein to the lane, draws the foul. Will go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, a good job of making an opportunity for yourself.
That's number 4 against Jake Millette.
Yep. Maybe his biggest 2 free throws of the year.
.155 remaining in this second half. Andover led by as much as 16 in the first. 14 and 15 through most of this second half, but the Cardinals have made it interesting.
They have. There was no quit in them coming out here in the second half. They've been giving Andover all they could handle here, putting a scare back into them.
Millette trying to push it through, stolen away by McGrath. On the run. He'll get the bucket. I don't know how there wasn't a foul, but it's a Cardinal basket and an even score at 50 all.
Coach Arnie going to call timeout here, as with a minute 23 remaining, we're knotted up. His big lead has dwindled, and he talked about staying aggressive, coming out in the second half, but it's the Cardinals who've been aggressive here in the second half.
It will be an interesting last 83 seconds.
Yes, it will.
As the score is tied at 50 all. Cardinals outscoring the Huskies in the second half, 30-16.
We've talked about with Coach O'Gork before. You fall in a hole like this, you take that away, you keep that first half close, and it's a different ball game. But give credit to the Cardinals. They fought back here to tie it up. They certainly do not want their season to come to an end.
Cardinals come with pressure. Knopfler across midcourt, pushes it into the corner. Back up top, Chasteen to Knopfler. Knopfler to Chasteen, steps up. Little pump. Back to Knopfler. Under a minute to go. Heath. Back up top to Knopfler. His pass taken away by Hussein. Hussein for Winston. And he'll slow things down. Now the Cardinals in control with the game tied. Winston drives and scores.
How big a basket was that? We're 30 seconds away, 2-point lead.
And an over and back? No, a kick ball by the Cardinals.
One official's calling it over and back. Yeah, and he's waved off.
Timeout Andover. Want to talk about things here with them now looking up at the scoreboard with 26 seconds left, possibly their last possession of the season. This is the first time they've trailed all ball game.
It's incredible. It's just, the attitude coming out in the second half. Andover was flying high, and You know, they certainly did what they tried to do anyway, what they needed to do in the first half, or in the second half, but Coon Rapids had other plans. A big basket by Winston to put them up by 2. Winston with 13. Jelly Dog with 14.
Yeah, Winston, remember, only 2 points in the first half.
Yep.
Heath steps in between, kicks it down into the corner. Pressure comes on Ani. He's able to get through and force it across to Heath. 10 seconds left. Three-pointer for the win. Ani is fouled. Will go to the line and shoot 3. You could not take that foul.
How do you commit that foul?
You want to talk about pressure free throws. Ani goes to the line, a chance to give his team the lead. A tie, even hitting 2 of 3. Cardinal bench encouraging their crowd to get loud and make some noise. The season rides on the charity stripe, and Ani hits the first. Ani's off on the second. Best he can do is tie this one. 7.2 seconds on the clock.
Wow, you couldn't ask for more drama than this.
Will it be tied? Ani not able to do it. Hussein the rebound.
They're going to have to foul.
Hold it. And Mon will go to the line. Huge free throws at the other end with 4.8 left. Oh, Hussein is at the free throw line. He's able to hit the first.
Timeout, Coon Rapids. They're going to ice their shooter.
I was just going to say,
they're going to ice their shooter.
I understand an Andover timeout, but you do, either side, you want to know what to do.
I don't fault that at all.
If you make it, what to do if you don't. .8 on the clock. Coon Rapids a 2-point lead. And one more free throw to go.
Think Red's enjoying himself?
Red is pumped.
Hey, Sam Carver. Wow. You know, would you have thought it coming into the second half, down by 14?
No. With the way the first half went, I did not expect this. I was hoping for something to turn around. I did not know that they would be able to pull off this kind of turnaround.
Well, this obviously is a big free throw again. A 3-point lead would force Andover to throw up a 3 just to tie it.
Hussein is off the mark. Lane violation by Hussein. Anyhow, he knew it as soon as he let it go. So here we go. 4.6 seconds. Inbounded to Knopfling. He gets inside, underneath, it got through the hands of Heath, out of bounds, and the Cardinals have upset the Huskies after trailing by 14 at the break.
Well, starting at the beginning of the game, I wouldn't say either team winning, I wouldn't say the Cardinals winning would be an upset, but by the way the game played out in that first half, it is certainly an upset. Coming back from a 14-point deficit, to overcome what the Huskies did in that first half to win by 2. That's a great win for Coon Rapids, and they'll continue on to play Saturday.
The Huskies fans are shocked.
They should be.
This is not what they expected from the second half. It was all Coon Rapids. And they will celebrate this one tonight.
And they should. They should celebrate this one tonight. This is a heck of a win for Coon Rapids.
We are going to take a short break, and we are going to come back and get a little bit of reaction after this wild one at Andover. Don't go anywhere. CTN continues after this.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to Andover High School, where you've just watched the Coon Rapids Cardinals come back from a 14-point deficit at the half to win over Andover 53-51. I'm here with one of the stars of the game, Marshall Holland, of course, Coach O. Marshall, I'm going to talk to you. 14 points. You had a nice first half. I just want to know, first and foremost, what did Coach say at the break down by 14 to you guys?
We just can't give up. We're here to do something special and just not give up and just go hard, no matter what.
It was a great second half comeback from you guys. You were on the bench for a lot of it in that second half with 4 personals. How did it feel sitting on that bench knowing that you couldn't get into the amount of minutes that you wanted to, but cheering on your teammates?
I have trust in my teammates, and they played their hearts out, and we got the dub.
Marshall, you've had a good year. Congratulations. Go celebrate with your teammates. Good luck on Saturday. Coach O, yeah. The demeanor, the difference between when I talked to you at the break between now is night and day.
Yeah.
Your team overcame a 14-point deficit. Some of the things you didn't do earlier in the season, but were you able to do that here tonight? Talk about how you guys were able to come back in that second half and get this win.
Well, we know what our game plan was, and the specific things. And, early on in this game, we were getting looks that we wanted. We just couldn't put them away. And, again, Andover does a great job. I mean, they're as well coached as anyone in the state. And, they make their adjustments, and we made some of our adjustments. We knew some of those things were there, and the guys just made some huge plays. And, I mean, I can think of a lot of things, but one of the things I think about is Reese. Reese Mon, number 3. Came in, hasn't played a lot of varsity minutes this year, and we just needed a guy that was going to just get after it and work and grind. And, I mean, again, it reminds me of a game earlier in the year. Sorry to take everyone's time here, but we were down at halftime big at Elk River this year, and we almost came back and won it. And he was sort of the straw there, and he stepped up big. The whole team stepped up big, and man, no better time than in the playoffs to finally win on this court. Oof.
Many things I've noticed about this team, but this team has a lot of heart, and for them not to hang their heads coming back in the second half and to grit it out and tough it out and come up and get that win, you got to be awfully proud of these young men.
Oh, I'm so proud of them. And the reason we have heart is we got some great leaders. Okay, I think of some of our seniors. Zach Hussein has got heart all over his chest. Sean Smith has got nothing but heart. And you know what? A lot of these guys learned from the guys from last year. The guys that sort of took this program off of the mat. The Tyrion Johnsons, Sam Carvers of the world, Marcus Rask, Style the Walls. All those guys, love you guys, by the way, but they learn from that and how we fight, and that there's a way we do things here at CR. Sometimes it works out on the scoreboard, sometimes it doesn't, but we're always battle to the end, and these guys battled and it went our way tonight.
Very excited for you, very happy for you. Congratulations. You played another night.
Am I going to see you Saturday?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see what happens. Coach, great win. We're going to take a quick break and be back to wrap things up right after this from Andover High School.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
Rickart's got all the right moves. They're not protecting the nest in the right house, but they'll take the road victory. Second year in a row that this Cardinals club has had a dramatic finish and walked away, or I should say, celebrated on the floor following a big dramatic quarterfinal finish. Of course, we can't forget Sam Carver's buzzer beater last year to get him past Anoka. But this one, maybe even more impressive because of the situation they were in early in that second half.
Well, yeah, and they've had a history, too, of this season of falling behind by double digits and not being able to make that comeback. So for them to reverse that trend and to come back in the most important game of the season, because they lose, their season is over, they really overcame some odds coming in here in the second half, and we certainly couldn't be more proud of this team and this coaching staff. They did a great job, and a lot of heart and a lot of fight for them to keep their season going.
Well, last year was such a special season, and it was led by a lot of seniors. So really about the only holdover from that squad that saw significant minutes last year is that man right there, Marcel Winston. And after they traded some baskets early on in that second half, the Cardinals really took control. Big defensive play from Marcel right there. Good finish underneath. He finished with 13 points. He had 11 of them in the second half. Zach Hussein, you heard Coach talk about, also kept up and played big minutes for him down the stretch. But that middle part, when they made their 16-3 run that helped them cut the lead and make it interesting at the end, Marcel scoring with 30 seconds left. That was the first time they led all game. And then Andover has a turnover right as the buzzer sounds. But the Cardinal defense really should take a whole lot of the credit for what happened in that second half.
Yeah, without a doubt, and you can see that Coach O's celebrating with his young men, and a deserved celebration too, because they did such a nice job of controlling this second half and doing what they had to do to continue and move on. And you know, you like the contribution from Sean Smith, 14 points from Jelly Dog as well, and it's a big contribution for this team. So they had a number of players that stepped up here tonight, Joe, and got the job done, and that's great.
Well, now the road only gets tougher. They move to Saturday's semifinal round. They'll face the top seed. Similar to what the Cardinal girls went through, another team that they know very well, most likely, again, the top seed in round number 2.
Yeah, it'll be probably be Forest Lake, I would imagine. And Forest Lake, you know, I think they have 9 losses on the season, so they're a team that obviously can be beat. So we'll see what happens on Saturday, but we wish them certainly the best of luck, and I'm so glad to see their season continue.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, to disappoint Cardinal fans and Cardinal coaches, we did not have the staff to do a production of the section semifinal. So this is really the final broadcast of our winter sports career. It's been an honor and a privilege and a whole lot of fun bringing you Cardinal competition all season and, of course, over the years.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's obviously a lot of fun, and we wish we could continue on. And who knows if they can win on Saturday, maybe we'll be able to go back and do another game. I'm only speaking for myself because I'm selfish, and that's what I want to do. It's all about me.
I will second that. We could definitely catch them in a championship. We hope for that, but yeah, what a great finish to the night. An exciting win for the Cardinal program. Second time in a row that they have advanced past the first round of the section tournament. We'll take, but that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Andover, it's Coon Rapids 53, Andover 51. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.